All right, who left the troll pen gate open last night? Eh? They were out in forest last night, but you know, it was quite good fun. Morning world, welcome to Tuesday 12th of December, and hopefully cattle moving day today. We've pretty much got everything done in the shed that needs to be done. I'd hoped to move some yesterday, but we ran out of daylight, so dark nights, cloudy days. By 4 o'clock it's kind of, yeah, you can't see what you're doing. So I'm going to be using tractor to bring the cattle back to tow the box, which means we have to change that over. But before we do that, I've got a few other things just to check before we get started. Right, that tank's okay. I was a little bit concerned about the levels on that, but that's settled down okay. So it is facing downhill that way a little bit, but not that much. That tank might give me a bit of trouble because I reckon they'll probably mess in that. I'm aware of that, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I think we'll probably bring a bit of wood chip in here for that first as well. Just get this all bedded up, ready to go. And then, yeah, we'll change over that hitch, shoot over to the farm, get the cattle in the shed, get them loaded up, bring them back. So anyway, I was going through the comments on the public upload last night, which is basically saying, no, I haven't had time to mess around with the New Holland skid steer. And then folks go, oh, I don't know why you had it, you don't deserve it, you shouldn't have it, and why should you get it and we shouldn't have it, and it's like, oh, boo-hoo-hoo, and all this. So can I just make something completely clear to those of you that don't already know? I mean, most of you already know this. You can tell me what to do, you can suggest what you can do, and I'll listen and I'll look, but at the end of the day, this is my farm, it's my time. And as my missus says to me, she says, I got the life of Riley in some ways because I do what I want, when I want, with who I want, and only if I want to. So although a lot of people suggest lots of things, and sometimes they're constructive and helpful, but for those of you that don't want to do constructive and helpful comments, you're wasting your time because I might answer you, I might shoot you down in flames, I might ignore you. But at the end of the day, trolls to me are just a source of sport. You know, I'll either pin your comment to the top and let everybody else have a go at you, or, you know, I'll have a bit of fun with myself. And then when I'm bored, I'll throw you out. So, you know, because that's what I want to do. So, yeah. You won't get any boo-hoo reactions from me. It's a case of, if you don't like it, Buttercup, suck it up and, you know, do one. Anyway, while we're on the subject of New Hollands and machines and stuff like that, I've got to bring some stuff in here, some wood chip in here. I've got the big bale spikes on there, but the New Holland's got a bucket on. So we are going to have a go with the New Holland this morning. Oh, wow, exciting, to transport some stuff from the wood chip pile to here. Yeah, it doesn't involve getting the machine covered in caca. I promised Marley that, although he has said to me, look, if you get covered in shit, it gets covered in shit, but I promised him I wouldn't. So I won't, all right? Just because I can do something, it doesn't mean I must. Especially if you want me to. Does that sound right? So, yeah, I'm not gonna get it covered in cack if I don't need to. I want to try the machine, I wanna see if I get on with it, I wanna see if I like it, I wanna see if it will suit what we wanna do, and I've got enough work around the yards that don't involve caca to make that assessment for me. Okay? Just so you know. Right. I do have to move this out of here though because it's right in my way. Okay. You go over there, like that, and I've got plenty of room to get in there. Okay. Ready for this? No, go and get too excited, mine, you know. So we might have a little play today with the H and the ISO. So this basically changes the drive on here. So at the moment, I think we're on H at the minute. I think. Here we go. So I found with the throttle that you have to start the machine with it right on the bottom. If you start it up on anything higher than that revs, it won't rev up. It's weird. Or you got to go right to the beginning, start it up here and go right to the beginning and then rev it up. So whatever you do, whatever it's set on, it basically starts from the same set of revs, which when you think about it makes perfect sense. But it just took me a while to get my head around it. So, okay, right, I want to rub that, but it's the camera that's dirty, not that. So, and what's with the camera in there? Is that a camera there or there? I mean, are they watching us, watching them? That reversing alarm would have to go. I'm just going to swap over now, just going to try this a minute. So, brake. Alright, so I've got to press that first, have I? Before I do that. Right. Now we've moved. So it should be that. Oh, that's even weirder, that is. Oh, that is weird. No, can't handle that. Put that on. Press that. Press that. So now I'm back on driving on the left hand, bucket on the right. I just wish it was a bit less twitchy. So as far as I'm aware, I've got the hydraulics turned right down to minimum. I will get it. It will happen. It seems that while I'm moving, I can be fairly smooth. It's just the minute manoeuvres that I'm having trouble with. We'll just keep the revs down. Not that much down. Yeah. Apparently there is a shaky setting on there, and I remember reading about how to set this thing so you can shake the bucket like I do on the skid steer. Sorry about that. But I can't remember it, so I've got to get the instruction book out again and work out what button or something I have to press to allow me to rattle the bucket. Yeah. I could do with leveling that out a bit more, really, or trying to. Oh, just gentle a little bit. There you go. Honestly, it's so twitchy. I'm convinced I'm going to smash into that blinking new gate in any minute now and bend it. I suppose with a Mustang, because everything is so manually connected, so it's all rods and cables, you've got a lot more feel, so I can actually feel what the machine's doing. With this is all electronic. So basically, it's like fly-by-wire, I presume. So the machine's trying to convert your hand movements into what it thinks you want to do, and you've got to just use it until you get this connectivity between here and there and there and the wheels and the bucket. So, but yeah. Right now, the Mustang is a lot easier, but I'm pretty sure I would get this. Got nice new tyres on this thing, and they're making a fantastic job of chewing my yard up. I think that's enough of that. So I've got to go and put a bag of logs on the Land Rover for the guys, and take a bag up for ourselves. Yeah, next job. Okay, so that was better than the last time. So, like I say, I will get it, but it is just the connection between my brain and these two controls, because I'm hardwired for the Mustang, which is a very direct. So basically, the linkage from my Mustang from the hand controls to the pump controls is all mechanical. So I can feel it. I can feel what I'm doing. With this, there is absolutely no feedback between the wheels, the machine, and yourself. You're completely separated by electronics. And it's like a lag. It's like, with the Mustang, it is immediate, instantaneous, and I can feed it in gradually. With this, it is also immediate, but it's not gradual. It is a lag. There's half a second or eighth of a second, or whatever you want to call it. There's just that little bit delay that you move, and you've moved too far, but it's too late to realise you've moved too far. It's just building that connection between here, there, the wheels, and that bucket. So, yeah. Give me a month. Still don't think I'd be as good on this as I am with the Mustang, but it would do the job. So somebody quite rightly said to me, where's nowhere to put the knife in here, because the mesh guard on this is on the outside of the glass, and that's true. I would have to find somewhere. Can you go up there? No. I would have to find somewhere to put me bail knife. That's a minor detail in it. We can work that out. You go behind there? No. No. Right, okay, I've got to do some firewood, and then we're going to put the hitch on the tractor, shoot over to Itchington. Hopefully I can get the cattle in, no problem, and then we've got at least 2 trips backwards and forwards today to bring them home. So we'll give them a bail. We'll probably do that with this, if I can be asked. So it might just be a case of, well, I could do the bail with this, but the spike's already on the skid steer, so yeah, it'll be what it'll be. Oh, right, well, hopefully this is the last time I'll be doing this for a while. I think it's tomorrow, tyre rater coming out, and we got a set of brand new boots to go on here. There's not a lot of pressure in there. I thought you felt a bit soft. Right, that's that done. We are fueled up. We've had our levels checked. Now, right, I want a bag for me and a bag for them. So I'll have that bag over there, and they can have that bag up there. Right, we'll just check the contents of the bag, make sure they're up to scratch, and then we'll tip it off. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That just leaves the one bag that collapsed to pick up. I think what will happen, we'll probably end up moving that fella there. This is going to roll forward then. It's just to get a case of rebagging as much unless I can get hold of the top of it. I don't know, maybe when the guys are in here, we'll see if we can get the pallet forks on the loops, in which case I can pick it up. It could all go horribly wrong, or just a little bit wrong. One or the other. And last but not least, a bag of logs for Dave's mum. So, no, not famous Dave. Dave, my eldest daughter Samantha's boyfriend, his mum. She wanted a bag of logs, so I don't think she's got a big fire. So I hope this is right, Jackie, because I put you on smaller logs. Right, I just bought a bit more chip in. Yes, I admit it, I did it with my old Mustang. But the main reason for that is, right now we're on the stone floor, and my Mustang, with the worn out tyres, is going to chew it up a lot less than the new one on new tyres. I mean, all right, I'm having new tyres on my Mustang tomorrow, but why chew up a yard if I haven't got to? So. Right, I do foresee a small problem here, which I kind of thought about yesterday when I was welding the gates on, but I thought, oh, that'd be all right. It's not going to be a problem, but it might be. Yeah, there's not a lot of clearance between the bottom of the gate and the floor there, so I think a second set of hinges might be in order. Right then, next job before I go and have a cup of coffee, because I am having a cup of coffee in a minute, I'm determined. last time I did this, I put the hitch in upside down. I don't think it makes an awful lot of difference. As long as those two bolts up on top are tight, I don't think the trailer's going to come off. So, I don't know if you remember me when I made an adjustment on this pin, because the pin is too small for that hole, which really bothered me, because the way I look at it, if it can move about and slop about in the hole like that, didn't like that. So I actually cut a bit off my jack handle that fits up inside there, makes it all a bit tighter, especially when I got my nuts done up. Now we're secure. That's not going anywhere or rattling anywhere. Just in case I want to check my nuts later on. Just in case I touch that button, we'll leave him there. How with fuel? Oh, I think we'll put some fuel in it. Right, the guys have been splitting firewood this morning, but they got a load of deliveries to do now and a little tree job to do in Thornbury, but they can't do that till 2 o'clock because the customer wants to be there when they do it, and they're out till 2 o'clock. So a bit of fiddle faffing around this morning. So Ewan's just off to deliver a load in my Defender. Hopefully he's going to suss out what I'm trying to do, because I want to put fuel in here. You can put fuel in that later. Alright, I decided to put the trailer on first and then have a cup of coffee. It's just, you know, priorities. Can I be arsed? No, I can't be arsed. I'll wind it up by hand. Right, that's where he is. We're on. I just need one of my little bales of hay now. So they may not be keen to go in the ox house, but I didn't feed them yesterday. The idea being is they'll be hungry. Why does that sound like a flat tire? You know that flat tire noise? I just heard it. Okay. Let the water out. It's surprising how much water gets in there just through those slats. So. Still don't know if the tank's a good idea on this or not. Is it actually worth the effort? Right, let's get a bale of hay. I think the partition's got to come out too. Right, well, it was clean in there till I put my dirty boots, but I'll let myself off. Right, problem. You know I said I'd check my levels? Well, I kind of checked my levels, but I hadn't checked all my levels. I hadn't checked on my brake fluid level, and I know the light's on, so I thought I'd better do that. And there's the level of the fluid, and there's minimum. Now I've got a brand new litre pot of brake fluid for this tractor. Brand new, not been opened. I can't find it. I can't find it. But the thing is, now I know that's like that, I can't in good conscience go to the farm and bring cattle back knowing that my brake fluid is so low. So we're gonna have to go forfeit my coffee. We're gonna have to go and buy some more bloody brake fluid. Right, Chandler's TH Whites. Which shall we go to? I did Chandler's last time, so maybe it's TH Whites at Knockdown. It's their turn. Yeah. She smells a bit mousy. Have you been mousing? Because you smell a bit mousy. She says, I don't care. As long as it was crunchy and chewy, I'm more than happy. Well, we have arrived. See if I can find what I want. So I think it's that one, LHM.
Well, I've got a couple of options on the 7.
Right, should we go home? Said hello to Stuart behind the desk and told him that he can rib my engineer as much as he wants, and to remind him as much as he wants that he still hasn't come down and fixed the tractor or the third service or the dumper. So yeah, thanks mate. Right, got me stuff. All I've got to do now is get it in the pot. It's very dirty around the top of there. I think I get a rag on there first and just clean some of that off. Luckily, I've got a rag in the cab. It's already covered in this stuff, so we'll just get the worst of it off there. Well, that is a bit gunky on there. But I wonder if a bit of it's leaking out through the lid. Don't see any reason why it would. Right, I think I'm going to try and fill it up like that. I've got to puncture the top, so what we'll do is put a big hole there and a little hole there so it doesn't come out too fast. A bit like that. Bit of spillage going on there. And I think that's about it. Right, I'll just go and check that level. Oh no, a little bit more. So max fill is actually almost right to the top. So we'll fill him up to max and we'll see how long that lasts. There we go. Now I'm happy.